Look, you ain't learned yet. It's raining. Look, take me home. This man still trying to speed. It's raining outside, y'all. He's still trying to speed. Look.
Take me home.
For real, you not about to kill me and the baby. This man, he has to be stopped. Somebody stop him. He has to be stopped. This is ridiculous. I'm not gonna live past 25. I'm not gonna make it. Not like this. Oh no. I might as well pray every day. Make sure I make it into heaven. Even though I do that anyways. But I don't know what I was getting myself into. I don't know what I signed up for.
After shooting Sade 8 times, killing her and their unborn child, Markeith goes on the run, and just under a month later guns down Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton as she attempted to arrest the suspect outside a Walmart.
We can't do anything without you all letting us know what's going on so that we can protect and save our children from violence. And we also, the police is here to help you. We're not here to hurt you, we're here to help each other.
I just sat in the car. It was cold that morning, and I was just warming the car up, putting water on my windshield, and that's when I seen Officer Deborah come out to her truck. She parks right in front of the store, and I was just sitting there, and I saw a chick walk up to her, and I physically heard her tell her, the dude that killed that pregnant girl is right there in the store. He's getting ready to come out. And Miss Deborah, as she's walking towards the store, that's when I heard her say, "Hey, you." And to me, all hell broke loose. And I stood up. That's when I stood up when I heard her say, "Hey, you." And I literally watched Markeith Loyd. All I seen was him run around the post, and I seen him pull his gun out, and they were shooting at each other like a Western movie. Miss Deborah, I want to say, let off about 6 to 7 shots. I don't know exactly. It was crazy that morning. And Mr. Markeith pretty much was trying to unload his gun on her. He was really trying to get rid of her, like it was something personal. And then all of a sudden, I see Miss Deborah fall. I guess that's when she must have called, "I got shot" or something on her radio, on her walkie-talkie. She was on her back. And as I got ready to run over there, Markeith Loyd just kept shooting at this lady while she's on the ground. So I'm looking at her body literally jumping off the ground from bullets, of course. He's unloading. He shot at her at least 5 or 6 more times as she's on the ground. And I just took off running.
We are now getting confirmation right now that the Orlando Police Department, they have captured Markeith Loyd, the man who they have been looking for at least for this past week.
Markeith was finally tracked down in an abandoned house on the west side of Orlando. He was just kicked multiple times in the face. He was permanently blinded in one eye and also sustained a broken nose and a fractured jaw.
Loyd was walked in front of our camera after his arrest. You could hear him say, "They beat me up," with his eye swollen and eventually a bandage over it. But this report from the state's attorney's office says that force was justified, citing stand your ground. It goes on to say that officers were nervous when Loyd surrendered, and that he was wearing a bulletproof vest, and that he might still have a gun on him, and that he might try to grab an officer's gun.
The footage of his arrests and injuries gained national attention. The most significant footage was the interrogation video, and this was repeatedly used by the defense when addressing the jury. The police showed little interest in building a case, but instead subjected the suspect to as much discomfort and ridicule as possible. They were led by emotion, and this would work in the defense's favor later on in court.
Markeith, I'm Detective Cadis with Orlando Police. We'll talk about that here in a second. Okay. Can you sit up and tell me your name?
We're here already, man. This part of the story is already written. We're gonna move forward from here. You write the rest. But what I don't want is for me to give you respect and for you to treat me like I'm a punk. You can't even sit up and look at me.
Bro, y'all just beat my ass. I don't want to hear that.
Markeith, ain't nobody in this room beat your ass.
You worry about how you feeling right now, okay? Well, tell me something, man. What goes through your mind when you think about your baby in that belly and not living anymore? That baby died because of the actions that happened that day. So you worry about you, that is gonna heal. That you might get a scar. You know what? In 3 days you'll be eating fine. That baby is dead.
You talking all this shit about how badass you are, but when the officers confront you at the house on Lescott, what'd you do?
All right, man. Well, all right. Bye.
You bitched out. So you get confronted by a female at the front door with your unborn child in her. What do? You light her up. Sergeant Clayton's trying to do her job and tell you what to do. What do? You hide behind a pillar and you light her up. Because you a bitch in body armor.
For the first time in your life, a man just like you stands right in front of your face and tells you the truth. Because in the street, you say what you want and motherfuckers don't do shit because they scare you. I'm not scared of you. I'm telling you the truth and you can't handle that. You cannot handle it. Because a grown-ass man like you, me, is telling you the truth to your face and you can't even talk. You want a little freaking band-aid on your face. That's a ass move and you know it. You worry about the little blood coming from your face.
You give a shit at all to that woman who's probably one of the truly nicest, biggest heart police officers I've ever met in my life. A woman who truly gave a shit about this community, who truly got into this line of work to make the community a better place. And you shot her down like a fucking dog because you're a little goddamn pussy. Okay? Do you want anything to say to that family?
Your mama.
Huh?
Your mama.
Whatever, dude. You're a little bitch and you know it. You want to say anything to that family? Do you want to say anything to that family?
Your dad would be thankful to get some respect and you disrespect him.
What respect do you deserve? You deserve the respect of any rabid dog on the street.
Alright, well go on then. What the fuck you still in front of me for then?
The time right now is going to be...
Open your eyes, Markeith.
8:39.
Open your eyes. That was a true angel right there you put down. It was a true angel you put down because you're a pointless little fucking dog. Okay? And my only regret is that you're breathing right now. You get what you got coming.
Legendary. I thought you were really going to put up a fight.
I don't feel nothing.
You don't fear nothing.
You know what? Beat this case. Meet me in the street. Beat the case. That's what you got to do. Beat the case. Beat the case. Because there will be another day. And you know what next time is going to happen? It's not going to be Sergeant Clayton. It's going to be somebody like me.
You just rapping.
Loyd's attorneys plan to use an insanity defense, they say, but at the center of today's hearing was new video showing the moments after Loyd's arrest that his defense says proved police were biased against Loyd.
This is new video that shows detectives dressing up a bandaged Markeith Loyd moments after his arrest, and his attorneys arguing from these first moments Orlando police had a prejudice against him.
From the beginning of this investigation, the Orlando Police Department has had a focused anger and hate towards my client because of him taking the life of one of their officers.
His attorney, Terry Lenneman, wanting to show the jury this video of an interrogation of Loyd, who several times during the interview complained about his handcuffs that once belonged to Lieutenant Clayton being on too tight.
The focus isn't on what my client's saying other than him begging these officers for over an hour and a half for help and being ignored completely by them and mocked and laughed and other things.
Breaking news right now at 12:30 here on Eyewitness News at noon. This is live from the Orange County Courthouse where the jury's recommendation of a sentence for this man, Markeith Loyd, is about to be announced.
We, the jury, unanimously find that the aggravating factors are sufficient to warrant a possible sentence of death. No. Dated this 23rd day of October, year 2019, in Orange County, Florida, signed by the foreperson.
Markeith was spared the death penalty, but instead received life in prison.